Well, guys, I hope that you guys enjoyed that stream between me and Basa Boy, because yeah, that was a terrible way to end the show, guys. Yeah, basically there was basically the streaming machine was glitching because it looked like it was connected to another app, and basically that just messed up the whole thing. But look, guys, I was actually just about to end the show with Basa Boy. He was getting into the place he would keep and the place he would sell. But listen, we will be continuing that, guys, in 2 days on Sunday, guys. Coolest Culture Show, the Barcelona show, guys. Happy we'll be back, and I'll be asking these questions. And you know what? In that stream, guys, I'll make sure that I think of this forward, because usually I schedule these streams like way ahead. So when I schedule it way ahead, I already have everything planned, no glitches, no nothing. But because the previous stream that I actually set up for the me and Hafed ended up messing up, so I had to start a brand new one. And because I started a brand new one, I hadn't had time to like fix all of these little bugs while streaming. So this is why what happened. Anyways, but appreciate every single one of you guys who was watching that stream, guys. That stream was going great until the way it just ended, man. But big up to every one of you guys. This is the new episode. If you guys can even see, guys, I literally started the stream right after. That's why you guys can still see in the background me and Hafed there. I need to see if I can change that. I need to see if I can change that now. But yeah, listen, guys, this is the Blaugrana Bianconeri show. As you guys know, every single week, me and the Juventus guys are always here. Let me see. Let me try and change this. I don't know why I can't. But yeah, Gio will be here very, very soon. This is going to be the Bianconeri Blaugrana show. This show was actually going to still start around 6:30. So I was about to actually close out the previous show. So yeah, listen, man. As you guys know, this is your show every Friday. I haven't really run the Bianconeri Blaugrana show for a while now. So yeah, man, this is actually the first time I'm running this show for a very, very long time. I'm actually happy to finally see us doing this thing, man. Big up to every single one of you, man. Big up to my guy Buying Forever. Big up to you, bro. Big up to Cooper. How you doing, man? Yo, Zulia, man. How you doing, man? How are you doing, bro? I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing well, man. You were in the stream earlier, man. I hope you had a great time during that stream. Um, he says, "Will hijack the stream." I mean, hey, listen, man. Who knows, man? Conspiracy theories, man. Maybe he did. Maybe he didn't, man. This absolute prick. He says, "Touchline tears on Wednesday." You know what, man? I don't really care who wins that, but you know what? If United lose, yeah, that would be great. Heavyweight show, I will be there to troll this absolute fraud, man. So yeah, hopefully, these guys can get the job done. But yeah, Gio will be here very, very soon, guys. But yeah, keep reading your chats, guys. Let me read some of your chats. It says maybe he did. But yeah, guys, listen, you will be seeing more coolest culture shows on Sunday, and you know what? That show is going to be bigger because I'm sure all the guys are going to be there. We're going to be doing the celebration with the full panel. But put your questions in, guys, because this is going to be this is the Juventus show, so it's not just going to be Barcelona talk. We're obviously going to get into the Barcelona, us winning the league and everything else about that. But also we're going to talk about Juventus because I do want to get into like some news because I haven't spoken to Juventus fans for like 2 weeks now. So there's a lot of stuff, coming out from that. You've got Conte. Could he be returning back to Juventus? Right? Looks like I didn't think it was ever going to happen with the way things ended, but it looks like this guy might be on his way back at Juventus. I didn't think it was possible, but yeah, it's looking like it's going to return. And also, we're also going to talk about the top four race in Serie A because it's really heating up. It's really heating up right now over there, man. We saw Lazio draw against Juventus. Yeah, we saw Lazio draw against these guys a few days ago. Um, Juventus 1-1 at the Stadio Olimpico Stadium. We'll see what happens. Let me see. So yeah, we're definitely gonna get into all of that. I don't know what's going on with Gio, man. We'll probably be here very soon. Hold on, give me a second, guys. It says this will looks like Chinese, looks like a Chinese robot with sunglasses. Damn. Man said Will looks like a Terminator, you know. Golly. He with those glasses, he looks like one of those Martian. He looks like Martian Manhunt or one of them, man. You know these aliens that be, you know, these alien movies when you see the alien like they walk amongst people, like, you know, in Men in Black, and you're wearing the glasses, man, to cover up how grotesque their eyes are. That's Will for you, man. That's Will for you. Oh my days. Jeez. Hmm. Okay. Yeah, here we are. Yeah. Yeah, hold on. It says, I wouldn't be surprised if Will hijacks the stream. I mean, bro, Will is too busy, bro. Will's got some other stuff that he's dealing with. So yeah, there's probably no chance of him being here yet. He says, look up to, he says, who will finish higher next season, United or Leeds United? I mean, it depends, man. It depends what these guys do in the summer, man. What are they gonna do in the summer? They're just gonna sit around, or are they actually gonna do something about this? I don't know what's going on with Gio. He's not answering his messages now. He's Mike B. Big up to you, Mike B, man. How you doing, bro? How are you doing, man? How are you doing? He says he looks like he's traveling to Mars. Damn, crazy. He says I'm I'm already watching housing fair compilations. Look, I'm not gonna lie, man. There's been this housing hype has been incredible. Look, I'm not saying he's a terrible defender, but I feel like people are overhyping this guy, man. I really do. I'm not even saying it because he's going to Madrid. I don't have an issue with it, right? But I feel like people are just. I feel like, you know, he's looking like one of those players like who's been just overhyped by everyone. You feel me? Like, I know people are gonna say, "Oh, it's not the same," but you guys remember when Rafinha was at Leeds before we signed him? Like, you know, Barca were after him, Arsenal were after him, Chelsea were after him. You had like teams frothing in the mouth to get this guy in. And look, but Rafinha, it took him a while before he finally showed how good he was. So yeah, man. Yeah, exactly, man. The fear comes. Yo, big up to my guy Ronell, man. How you doing, bro? How are you doing? How are you doing, bro? Big up to you every single time, man. Yeah, I'm good, man. I'm good, man. I am good. I'm good. He says he's trying to get he's real too busy trying to get a deal for $1 for his grandma. Damn, guys. Let's keep it respectful, guys. I don't know what's going on. Give me a second, guys. Let me reach out to this fraud right here. What is going on? There we go. Yeah. Sorry guys. This is a Juve corner cast think on hook. By the way, guys, we're not gonna have the full panel here because I don't think the other guys are available for the stream. But yeah, it's just gonna be me and Gio here. But yeah, Gio is also running late, so I don't know what's going on with that. Big up to my brother AK, man. Listen, AK, you guys are playing tomorrow, man. Tomorrow is the big night. I mean, I feel like maybe where you are, it is already Saturday. But yeah, man, big game tomorrow. Good game on Saturday, man. Are you? What do you think, man? You think you're gonna get it done? You think you're gonna get it done? Do you see yourselves finally getting this victory, man? Like, let's see. Like, what are you saying to me? What are you saying to me? He says, wait a minute. Well, congratulations on becoming the champions of Europe. We didn't win the Champions League. I mean, we are the champions of Spain. Oh, you meant Spain. Oh, okay, all right. Yes, I'm telling you, Will is trying everything so that trying everything he can to silence you, bro. I'm unsilenceable, bro. Don't ever try. Like, bro, let me tell you something. Will can never silence me, man. He won't even try. You feel me? He ain't gonna try, bro, because he knows he's gonna fall. He's gonna fail drastically, man. He's gonna fail drastically. So don't worry about it, man. Don't worry about it, man. It says I believe in my team tomorrow. I mean, you guys are the favorites. Let's just call it out for what it is. You guys are the favorites, man. You should get it done. But look, you know what it is, right? And I know, AK, I'm not trying to be mean, but I don't know, man. I feel like this the storytelling if Crystal Palace win the FA Cup, like we haven't seen one of these teams win the FA Cup for a long time. Who was like the last one? Was it Leicester? I think was it Leicester, right? I think Leicester won the league, right? Yeah. Speaking of, we got the guy in the building, man. There he is. He finally shows up, man. Stinker, yeah, man. Yo, stinker and hook, you absolute fraud, man.
What's going on, Omar? Big up, brother. Big up, man. Miss doing the show with you, bro. What's going
Yeah,
on?
listen. I do apologize. Every week we're supposed to do a show, but I'm not gonna lie, man. Past few
It's been
weeks,
busy.
just too many stuff been happening.
Yeah,
But
man.
look, I'm glad you finally made it here. I just, you know what it is. I was like, you know what it is, man. We have to have a Kool-Aid. We have to have a Bianconeri Blaugrana show, man. It has to
Yeah.
happen, man. You feel me, right? Because we've missed out on a few things coming out from both of our clubs, but. Big up to my brother Gio in the chat. Juve Cornercast, guys. Go subscribe to his channel, guys. He is one of the regulars on this channel, guys. And Kool-Aid, and just like FCB show, Kool-Aid's culture, Bianconeri Blaugrana is every week, guys. So the reason why you guys haven't seen it the past few weeks is because of me. But you guys will be seeing it now more regularly. And listen, in the summer, obviously the season is about to end. There's going to be a lot of transfer rumors. We're going to be getting into all of that in the summer, man. So yeah, there'll still be Blaugrana Bianconeri show coming up. But look up to my brother Gio, man. How you doing, bro?
Been good, man. Been good. I mean, there's a lot of things going on with the Juventus world, which we will talk about. And of course, I do have to say, congratulations on the La Liga title. And by the way, to all the Madrid fans out there, you guys lost 4 El Clasicos in a
Where's the
season.
broom?
Oh my gosh. Get the broom. That's it. That's it. Go get the shade. That's it. That's it. It is what it is. Hold that, Madrid fans. This is it. Sorry, but
There we go.
that's it. There you go. There you go, Omar. You got the sweep. That's it. Clean swept, bro. Oh my gosh. Clean sweep, bro. Weston and Wea doing? Hey, they're doing good. They're doing good. It's all banter at the end of the day. Exactly, bro. It's exactly. But Weston and Wea, yeah, no, they're doing good. Supposedly, I'm hearing the rumors about Weston McKennie being leaving in the transfer market again. Let's see about that. I don't know what's going on with that. But there's so much news, man. Tonali,
Yeah.
Osimhen. Oh no,
Yeah.
no. What do you
We'll
mean I
get
have to
into
apologize? Come on. He's going. That's it. He's gone, bro. He's gone. I don't want to hear that guy anymore. He's gone after this season.
we're gonna get into all of that. Don't worry, guys. Don't worry about it, guys. We're gonna definitely get into all of that, man. Yeah, listen. Let's get into it.
Yeah,
All
man.
right. No wasting time. All right, look. Big up to every single one of you guys, man. Look at these guys over here.
You see these
Listen, buddy.
frauds. Look at this.
Hey, listen, man. Wait, listen, man. Hey, it's not, I don't hear no lies, man. We did the sweep on them. We beat them. It only sucks. It only sucks that we have to see Inter Milan in the final, man. That is the only thing. That's the only
Oh
downside,
God.
unfortunately. Sorry. But here's the thing, Gio. We before the semifinals even started, I told people were telling me I was glazing Inter. People were trying to tell me that Omar, you're giving these guys way too much credit, man. They're not as good as you think. I'm like, stylistically, wait till you get till we play them, see what happens. And look, man, I don't know. I know you guys were hurt, just like me. We were all hurt because, especially, at the end, 90 seconds away from a final, and then we're going forward, man. Why are we not
Oh
trying to
my
defend,
God.
man?
Yeah, man.
It was
inexperience,
us.
but you never know. Barca can learn from that inexperience for next season. And we'll see, bro. We'll see for that, man. And yeah, no, it's gonna be big, bro. It's gonna be big. We'll
Yeah,
see.
yeah, absolutely, man, absolutely. Yeah, it's all good. It's all good, Liam. Yeah, all good, brother. But yeah, listen. Before we actually get into the Juventus stuff, because there's more of that, right? I actually wanna first of all let's start with obviously Barca. You know,
Barca.
we have confirmed the league. The league is officially ours, completing now the domestic treble. You know, every trophy in Spain we've won the season, and you know, just to make it better, you know, just the icing on the cake. I've beaten Madrid to every single one of them, so they can hold that every single one of them. You know, these guys were arrogant at the start of the season, man, so arrogant. They were speaking out of their necks all season, man. And we and you know what, bro? At the end of the day, we beat them in the weekend, you know, doing the games, sweeping them in the series,
Yep.
beating, and guess what? Beating them, and not to make it better, we beat basically the Torino of La Liga, our version of Torino in their stadium to win the league. So yeah, man, I am over the moon, man. And look, what can I say, man? Hansi Flick. What can I say about this guy? Like, obviously, you remember both of us. We hired new managers in the summer. You guys have gotten rid of your manager, and you know what? We're gonna get into all of that because there's so many stuff to talk about in Serie A. But
Oh yeah,
you guys
bro.
got rid of him. We ended up winning a treble. Like it's crazy because when this guy was sacked by Germany, when he was sacked by Germany, who was your manager? Was it Allegri?
Allegri, yeah.
Man, you guys had an upgrade. Why didn't you guys sack Allegri and bring in Hansi Flick, man?
I
What
know
could have
that.
been?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
What,
It's
what could have been?
the thing is with Juve is that we don't ever sign non-Italian coaches. You know what I'm saying? They're always Italian, except for like if you go for Didier Deschamps, a couple other coaches that you could say in the past, right? But other than that, it's just all Italian. They all just want to go for Italian coaches. I'm like, sometimes you just need to go abroad. I've been saying German coaches have been insane. I mean, Hansi Flick, in my opinion, I still rate Nagelsmann in club
Hmm.
football. I still rate him. And you go for one of those coaches, man. Try Jurgen Klopp, another one, right? That's on the
Hmm.
market. You know what I'm saying? Like you go for him. It's like do whatever you can, and you never know. So
Yeah, exactly.
Catalan man, I'm telling you, if this was my channel, I would time you out for that comment, bro.
Yeah, this guy, this guy
This
is
guy
he's
is
just
fraud. Look
this
at
guy
this
is trying
guy.
so hard to. He's trying so hard
Oh
to.
my gosh.
Come on, guys. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. Hey, listen. But look, at the end of the day, man, it's incredible, man. If you look at like when we started the season, where we
Oh
were,
yeah,
bro,
yeah.
you think about it, Gio. I was going into the season thinking, uh, well, no champ. I am not worried about Champions League. At the time, I was looking at Madrid. I was looking at City. I was looking at all these things. I was like, man, it's all good, man. No, just go to the quarterfinals. If you reach the quarterfinals, you've had a great season. You feel me, right? Maybe win, try and challenge for the league if you can. Take it to the last few games of the season if you can. Let's see.
Mhm.
Win for our first season. Maybe just go for the Copa del Rey.
Yeah.
Now, this guy said, nah, screw all of that. I'm winning everything this summer. Well, we were literally in our competition until like 2 weeks ago.
Yep.
Like, bro, 2 weeks ago, I was dreaming of a quadruple season. You tell me, bro, at the start of the season when I was depressed, tell me then that I would be sitting here talking about a potential quadruple season, a domestic trouble, bro.
Yeah.
I would have taken your hand, I would have ripped your hand off your shoulder, bro, if you gave me that at the start of the season. So, at the end of the day, I have nothing else but praises for this manager. This guy is
Yeah.
an absolute G, man. Like what he's been able to do in the short time and with barely any signings. Like that's the difference I would say between the two of us. Because you guys have actually went out and actually tried to back your manager, right?
Yeah.
Buy some players, quality players in certain positions. You understand what I'm saying, right? Different positions. He only had one
Hmm.
signing. Oh, he had to basically work with the players that he had. Like, bro, this brother, he's a miracle worker, man. What he's been able to do, and Liam is in the chat. Liam will tell you, like, when
Yep.
they hired Hansi Flick. I will never forget when they hired Flick. They hired Flick after they lost 5-1 to Frankfurt. I will
Yep.
never forget. I remember watching that game because Niko Kovac got sacked literally 2 days after that game. And
Exactly.
at the time, I don't know which managers were being linked, but I know they were being linked to other managers, and then they just give to Flick the assist, just to hold on to the job. They basically tried to do I think, if I'm not mistaken, Liam, correct me if I'm wrong, but were you guys considering bringing back Jupp Heynckes from retirement to continue as your manager for the rest of the season? I swear they were even trying to do that, but I think Jupp Heynckes was like, nope, he's good. You understand what I'm saying, right? So they ended up giving it to Flick, and Flick went on to win the treble at the end of the season. That season,
Yep. They wanted
incredible,
everything.
man. Yeah. Incredible. And look, at the end of the day, there's nothing more I can say, man. But he's just the goat, and he's just signed a new contract. Right today, he's signed a new contract now. He will be here till 2027. So everyone, hands
Yeah.
off. He's ours. He's here ours for the next 2 years. And listen, after that 2 years, we'll still talk to him, man. If he wins me a Champions League next season, bro, yeah, man, give him another extension, 2028. I don't care,
Yep.
man. You know what I'm saying, right? Obviously, not everything is perfect, but look, I'm just gonna keep it 100% with you, right? Our squad is not really that quality,
Mhm.
so I can give him the benefit of the doubt. Be like, oh, listen, let's wait till the summer. Let's see, let's go to the summer and let's see what players we sign. You understand what I'm saying, right? And then after we sign some players, then we can talk,
Yeah.
right?
Exactly. Yeah.
But yeah, but yeah, what do you think about like what Flick has been able to do? Like, obviously, you from the outside watching Barcelona, right? You've seen where Barcelona were in the past few years. Like, how impressed have you been with Hansi Flick and how he's basically transformed my team this season?
Oh yeah, no, I've been impressed. I mean, I knew that he was a super winner. I mean, he what he did at Bayern the first season that he was even there, it was outstanding, And what he did at Barca this season, coming in when there wasn't really the expectation of Xavi. Of course, there's always going to be that ambition to win, but for Barca, especially for the last couple years, it's just been terrible, man. You know, and I think for Flick, I mean, one thing I've noticed is that he does very well, with what he has, and I think that's the biggest thing that we could, take from what he's done at Barca and what he did at Bayern. That
Mm,
whatever he has, he could do and make it better. You know what I'm saying? Understand what I'm saying? It's like, you know, I feel like that with the group that he had, basically from last season. You said that they only made like what one signing, so you weren't even expecting so much change,
yep.
but you could see that he made the whole group have like that harmony to go forward and to continue, and to not just that, but to play one of the craziest style of footballs I've ever seen, this season, at least in this era, right? In this season, for this season.
No,
And
man.
I really think with what Flick has done, listen, it's only the first season. You guys locked them in for 2027. All you guys need to do is you guys should learn from the Inter mistake. Focus on that back line. That's in my opinion, that's the concern at the moment, is that back line. The back
Yeah.
line I think that's the only downside for Barca, was the back line. Other than
Nah.
that, Flick has
Mhm.
done an amazing job to make the players click, to make the play, and not just that, but have the players actually grow and make them actually grew from their past, in terms of the past years, like Lamine Yamal, making him into the player, even though he won the Euros. Yes, you could say that, but I feel like that with when Hansi Flick came in, he made Yamal even a better player than what everybody was saying. You know,
100%.
after
Yeah,
he
he
won the
definitely
Euro.
improved.
You know,
He definitely improved. He definitely improved, man. He definitely improved, man. But yeah, man, big up to every single one of you guys. Make sure you guys smash the like button and make sure you guys go subscribe to Juve Cornercast. Just type Juve Cornercast right there, guys. The link is in up there, right there, guys. You guys can see it on on his stream, guys. Make sure you guys go subscribe to him. But listen, let's get into it, man. Let's get into the Juventus talk because, like I mentioned, man, there's so many things that have been coming out
ah,
of
man.
Juventus, man. So many things. I mean, first of all, let's start with the obvious one. We've been talking about this for weeks. I mean, I'll be the first to tell you this, Gio. I personally did not think that this brother was going to come back, but it's looking like Conte might he might I can say it. Looks
He
like
might
he
return.
uh,
Conte, man.
oh my goodness gracious
That's
me,
it.
bro. How? I thought the relationship was broken beyond repair, man.
Nope. And the crazy thing is, Osimhen might come as well, which is even better than I expected,
Wait a
bro.
minute, wait a minute. Whoa, pause, pause. But wasn't it Osimhen who was it Conte who got rid of Osimhen?
Crazy thing, Omar, is the reason why I was wearing the glasses is because there was news today that just came out that
Mm.
he wants to work with Conte, and Conte actually wants Osimhen for Juve. The only reason why Osimhen left Napoli in the first place was because of De Laurentiis, ADL, which I suspected that from the first place. But all these Napoli fans that I had to argue from last night's stream that I did, the Tutto Calcio show that I did, my gosh, bro. The amount of banter that I had to deal with those bums. This what, I'm going to have to say something at a time. Tutti Napoletani a casa che schifo, man. That's it. You're done. You're done. You're done. Okay? Conte is going to listen. I'm going to stay calm. I'm going to stay calm because there's only white smoke in the Juventus headquarters right now. There's only white smoke of that, that fresh air of Conte coming back. You know what I'm saying? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about Conte. Listen, Conte will make Juventus great once again. I mean, what he's doing in Napoli is a miracle. Imagine what he could do with the players at Juventus that we have right now. Reviving Douglas Luiz, reviving Coop Miners, reviving so many of these players that we have that I think that could fit into Conte's style that he wants to play. And on top of that, the Sandro Tonali news, the the swap deals, again with the Douglas Luiz, we'll see. Plus money, we'll see what happens, man. But no, well, actually, Lukaku wants to stay in Naples, so we'll see. I hope he doesn't come to Juve because I don't think the Juve fans will not allow that to happen. But
yeah, Juventus fans hate him.
Yeah, but Osimhen, he looks like his priority is Juve at the moment. I mean, hey. I'm loving it. I'm loving the news so far. Listen, and all the Napoli fans, they're all scared. All the Inter fans are now, they're scared for next season because Inter needs to do a complete reboot after this season because they're getting older and older and older, these players that they have. So, for Juve, if we get the right people, I think Juventus can win the championship next season. We'll see.
Hey, strong words, guys. Strong words. Listen, I'm not gonna lie, guys. You see this whole shades thing? I'm the one who brought this here. Ever since I started wearing those shades for those 3 weeks, bro. For some reason now, everyone now all of a sudden now wears shades now. Every time you want to be smug now, go buy the shades. Everything. You guys have what's funny, right? People, a lot of people even ask me, they're like, "Omar, where are the shades?" We expected the shades by now. You know why you guys haven't seen the shades for the past few weeks? It's because I actually lost the shades. You guys know if I had my shades on, I would have been wearing it all week.
Oh, yeah.
I would have been wearing it. And don't worry, guys. Coolest culture show, I'll be bringing the shades back on. The shades will be back because Shameless Omar is about to come in. But look, you just mentioned it, man. Conte, man, look, okay, so if we're just going to be serious for a second, we know, Conte, not everything is perfect about Conte, but here's the thing. He brought you from the dead once. He did, right? He started that dynasty. He ended that dynasty. Let's be real, right?
He ended it, literally. He literally ended it. Wouldn't that be funny, Omar? Wouldn't that be so funny, right? So, basically, he's close to ending, quote unquote, Inter's dynasty, right, with the Scudetto, right? You know what I'm saying? Right? Yes, they're in the Champions League final, but that's different. Maybe they'll lose it, right? But basically, if he takes away the Scudetto from Inter, I am going to laugh my ass off because my gosh, because not just that, but if he comes to Juventus this season, the next season, oh my gosh, because I just know I have something weird. It's like a circle if you think about it. You know, Conte, you know, starting a dynasty, then he ends with Inter, then after that
Then,
Inter's like,
then, then,
you know what I'm saying?
then he starts Inter Dynasty because that's really he started that Inter Dynasty. He started
Yep,
Inter Dynasty. Then
yep.
he ends the Inter Dynasty by winning with Napoli, and then starts another
That's
dynasty with it.
another Juve. You know, and I'm like, you know, yeah, there's rumors about KDB going to Napoli, this and that, you know, and I'm hearing that it's only a Conte player. But the craziest thing that there's rumors about Allegri joining Napoli. You know, and I'm just laughing my ass off because these Napoli fans actually think that Allegri could do good. Even though I rate Allegri in terms of keeping the locker room together, but the squad that, you know, Napoli has at the moment, man,
Hmm.
that's a miracle what Conte is doing right over there.
No,
It's
no,
a
no, no,
miracle,
absolutely,
bro.
bro. He has a midfield of McTominay, Billen, and
Really.
flipping Gilmore. Brother, this guy is challenging for the league with a midfield. Listen to let me put the mic on my face so that you guys can hear me. He is currently challenging for the Scudetto with a midfield of McTominay, Philip Billen, and Billy Gilmore. If that doesn't scream mid-table Premier League midfield at its best, I don't know what does, bro. Like,
Yup.
with all due respect, bro, how is this brother? How is this brother in a title race with that midfield? Nah, bro.
That's the
Seriously,
Conte effect, bro.
Serie A must be dead this season. I'm sorry. You know me. I don't like talking shit about other leagues. But yo, how dead is the league that you guys are letting the midfield like that call it the top of the table?
That's what I'm saying. But the thing is, when Conte is just, especially, it was kind of perfect. It was like destined for Napoli to win because, you know, no Europe. You
Mm.
know, Conte goes to Napoli. He loves to just focus on one competition. He loves to do that, you know? And that's why I'm like, I wouldn't mind Conte for at least 1 or 2 years, 3 years, you know, because Conte will win you the league, which in
Mm.
my opinion should always be the first objective. Win the league. We haven't won the league in almost 5 to 6 seasons now.
Mm.
Now it's time. Like, I'm done waiting. I'm done. There's no more projects. Like, I don't want to be like Arsenal. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be like those
Trust the
bums.
process and all this.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Trust the process. 6-6 this and that. Like, we already trust the process with Mota. Did not work. You know, and we want to win. We want to win, man. And I think that with Conte, we'll come back to winning. And will I think will it be consecutive years like how it was last time? Probably not. I hope so. I hope we win a lot. You know, he creates a nice Juve dynasty again. That'll be great. You know, but this is, like I said, this was our vision: having Conte back, rebuild the team into a winning team, having that Juventus identity back, because we were missing that identity in the locker room, in just the whole Juventus. We're missing that whole identity. You know.
Mm.
And not just that, but even Italian, like the smaller clubs, they don't fear Juventus like how they feared them in the past. Like, they would go to
Nah.
the Allianz Stadium and they would be trembling before they even entered out in the pitch because of what Juventus meant. Same thing goes with those even Inter and AC Milan. Those times, even if Dries Mertens from Napoli at the time even said
Yep.
the hardest was Juventus. Like, Juventus, they were unstoppable. He even said it himself. You know.
What do you expect? If you're winning the league every single season, man, of course
That's what I'm
everyone's
saying.
gonna be worried. Like,
That's what I'm saying. It's
that's the
just
thing.
it's just like
Yeah,
worth it. You know what I'm saying?
no, 100%. So I'm gonna be very honest. I think that you guys did fall off a lot. And look, the thing with Conte is he's not a project manager. That's not one thing. That's not what he is.
Yeah.
This guy is a win now manager. And look, I feel like what really made you guys great in that dynasty that you guys had was that firstly, you guys were going around, you were buying players, experienced players, winning players, players with a kind of experience of winning stuff. You know, maybe blending it with certain players, maybe who are young, you know, still learning into the game. And then when you guys kind of build a team that was basically winning leagues a few times, maybe like a season or two, then you guys kind of started focusing on trying to buy like some of the best players in the league. Like when you guys
Mm-hmm.
brought in Dybala from was it Palermo?
Palermo.
Did you guys
Yeah,
brought him?
Palermo. Yeah.
Yeah, you brought him from Palermo, right?
Higuain from Napoli.
Higuain from Napoli, Pjanic from Roma. Even guys got like you guys got Kadira from Real Madrid when he was kind of looking like he was out the door.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's the thing with my like if you look at you guys what Juventus are trying to do now, it's not really what Juventus identity is.
Nope.
You understand what I'm saying? Like Juventus don't do the buy youngsters, let's hope that they become great one day. No, they're like, oh no. We want to buy players who can do it now and the future. Or we can
Yeah.
just buy players that are gonna be good for maybe like a season or two. Like you just mentioned De Bruyne. De Bruyne is a player who I would say, bro, why is Juventus not going in for De Bruyne? Like
Mm-hmm.
De Bruyne is an experienced winner, right?
Yeah.
He's gonna bring something. He's gonna be the creative spark in your midfield. And let's be honest, Serie A, right? It's a great league for players of De Bruyne stature. Who are not as fast, as they were in the past. You understand what I'm saying, right? It's a tactical league, and I think that it works for him. He's a very very tactical minded player,
Yeah.
right? So I think that he's a player that you guys could get, right? I look at even like in certain positions, like you guys can go out and buy players like a Lookman who you've seen do well in the league. You understand what I'm saying? You can
Yeah.
listen. We'll take Lookman. Lookman doesn't want to be at Atalanta anymore. We'll have him. You understand what I'm saying, right? And then just go and buy some more experienced heads, which is
Yeah.
what's important. Buy experienced heads because that's what I feel like is missing in this current Juventus team. You guys have a lot of good youngsters, but there are not a lot of leaders in this team, like experienced winners in this team. And I think that's what Conte, more than anything else, is going to bring to this Juventus team, which is what is missing in this team. Because there's too many
Yeah.
good youngsters. And some of them, I'm sure Conte would like, all right, well, I'll keep him, I'll have him, I can play with, I can deal with him, I can have him. All right, you guys, I don't need you guys. You guys can go. You understand what I'm saying, right? And then he
Yeah.
can just
No.
work with
Yeah.
what he has.
Exactly. And I think
Yeah.
I think we have a solid team. You have to remember Bremer's going to come back. The way that he's looking, like I've been watching a lot of the Juve, he's looking stronger than ever. And then after that, you're going to get so many of these. You're going to get new players, of course. And if we make it to Champions League, it's going to be even better for us financially. Even though I know they're saying that we're still going to go after the players,
Hmm.
but I think with the Champions League, it's going to be like a little guarantee that. But in my opinion, try to go far in Champions League, but focus on the league, man. The league is the first thing in this season for the next season. The league we must win. The Scudetto we must win. I've been wanting the Scudetto, and listen, if he could win, imagine they go on a crazy run in the Champions League, and they get to the final somehow. That I'm telling you, I would be ecstatic. But at the moment, let's take it easy. And the same thing goes with with Conte coming to Juve. I'm just being calm about it. Yes, there's so much news coming about it now, and they're saying that there's already an agreement and everything like that. But I'm like, I want to see everything's official because I've known from the past couple of markets that there's been hijacks, this and that. So it's been always something stupid. But I
Yeah.
feel like that. I feel like also with the Osimhen news as well. It's going to be interesting to see how Conte works with Osimhen. I really want to see how he's going to do that.
Mhm.
And not just that, but who is he going to replace Conceição? Because Conceição looks to be leaving at the end of the season, by the way. Which is, in
I
my
mean,
opinion, I don't know, man.
look. Um, when it comes to Conceição, I feel like maybe there's something deeper to the reason why they don't want to keep him. Because if it's
Could be.
talent, because if it's just talent, then that is appreciable. But I feel like
Yeah.
it can't just be talent. Because if it's just talent, then I guess I would have kept him. But maybe they're getting rid of him because maybe they feel like maybe Conte might not want him. You understand what I'm saying, right?
Maybe,
So
yeah.
he might, so maybe they might sign him and then Conte might be, well, I don't like him. You understand what I'm saying?
Exactly. Yeah,
Because
exactly.
we know Conte. Conte, if you're not part of Conte's plans, he doesn't sugarcoat it. He's just like, yeah, you
Exactly.
can go. You understand what I'm saying,
Exactly.
right? So,
Exactly.
and he will bench you, put you on the reserves, do whatever he has to do. You understand what I'm saying, right? But
Yeah.
you guys kind of, I feel like that's what you need. And look, it's great for you guys if you guys bring him. And look, I feel like when you look at like right now in the world of football, you're seeing Barcelona how good they've been, right? We're going back to being our best. Madrid, I know they've been poor this season. They'll be back next season. You understand what I'm saying, right? I don't know how City are gonna do, right? Um, I don't know how the other teams are gonna do, but you've seen Inter, they're in the Champions League final. You know what I'm saying? Like PSG are doing well. I feel like if if Juventus can go back under Conte to compete in the league again, it would actually do wonders for the league because I
Oh
don't
yeah.
think you guys are going to dominate Serie A like you did in the past 10 years. Because the thing is, with the past 10 years, was that you guys were just so far better than ever. Everybody was just terrible around that time.
Terrible.
You know what I'm saying? Everyone was just terrible. And there were some few good teams here and there. Like I remember the Napoli team that won like 90 points and still didn't win the league. Right, that team was incredible. Right, I remember Roma. They looked like they had like a team. They had Salah, Rudiger, Nainggolan, Pjanic. They had such a
Yeah.
solid team, and they ended up breaking down. You understand what I'm saying? Because they won like 2 seasons where they challenged for the league and they didn't win it. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right? A big up the SSB. But yeah, at the end of the day, you guys, I feel like it will be interesting because if Inzaghi stays, I know I've spoken. George Moore has said this to me one time. He said, even though this season has been great, he said if this brother doesn't win the league and doesn't win the Champions League, he wants him gone.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Which is
exactly.
interesting.
That's the thing, is because we don't know what's happening with the Inzaghi. If he loses the final and he loses a Scudetto, right, and they don't win, any trophy, then what are you gonna say? It's considered basically like a failure season if you don't win at least one trophy, you know.
Right.
And a lot of the Inter fans, they want to win at least one. So,
So
um,
so wait. So in your mind, just imagine for 1 second, right? A scenario. Let's say
yeah,
this guy was your manager, right? He's challenging for the league. He's taking you guys to a Champions League final and doesn't win either of them. You just still want him gone.
yeah. No, I mean, I think that Inter would get rid of him. I really think so. I think that they would get rid of Inzaghi, or Inzaghi would leave, similar to what happened with Conte. You know?
Yeah, 100%, 100%. I mean, but yeah, we'll definitely see what happens with that. Big up to my guy AK. He says, sorry, he says, my honest opinion, Omar. In my honest opinion, Omar, we will focus on winning the league next year and try to go as far as possible in the UCL. Okay, you talk about City. I mean, we'll see. Because you guys definitely need to go and work. You need a rebuilding for sure. Big up to SSB says, do you guys think you need a destroyer in the Barca midfield? I think the destroyer solves Barca's defensive problems.
No,
I don't know.
I
I
don't think
don't I
so.
don't know.
I think
I don't know.
your guys midfield, especially this season, they've dominated so many games. You know what I mean?
And
So
and
many
the thing with
games.
Barcelona is, and the thing with Barca is, we don't usually have destroyers in the number
Yeah,
six. We have more
yeah,
ball playing midfielders like a
yeah,
Busquets. You have like you had back in the day. You had like even guys like I would say the last destroyer we had was like Edgar Davids, but even Edgar Davids was a baller because he played for Juventus. Right? He was an absolute like he was a destroyer in the midfield, but he was also a technical footballer. You understand what I'm saying, right?
yeah.
There's another player that I think that Juventus of old would have probably taken a chance on Bernardo Silva. Right?
Mm,
Imagine like right now you're seeing how he's doing it at City. City might be open to sell it. Like I feel like Conte would like the experience that a guy like Bernardo Silva would bring to your team. You
yeah,
understand what I'm saying, right?
yeah.
And listen, we'll see because there's been a lot of links. Like you just mentioned it with Tonali, the Tonali thing, right? I'm gonna be very
So
honest.
confusing. So confusing.
I'm gonna be very honest. I've spoken to some of my Newcastle friends. They're telling me that they don't see it happening.
Mm,
They say they don't see it happening because here's the thing: whatever you offer them, it has to be something utterly ridiculous that nobody else would offer Tonali for them to
mm,
actually consider it. Because Tonali has been one of, if not their best players. Some of them are telling me that Tonali has been the player of the season for them. This
mm.
guy has finally settled at that club, right? And also, let's be honest, Newcastle don't need the money.
Yeah, they
Newcastle are
don't.
rich.
They're rich as hell. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. But I think it's also, if you think about it, it also depends on the player, what the player wants as well. I think that's also going to be the shift on where that transfer will go, is if Tonali wants to come to Juventus or not. The same thing's going to happen with
Mm.
Osimhen, right? If you think about it, Osimhen deal, I know for sure Napoli's gonna want like 100 million. They're gonna try to get as much money as much out of Juve, you know, and it's gonna be like the same situation. I think the players, demands where he wants to go is going to take a huge swing on things, and of course the offer that Juventus will give is going to be crucial as well. Do I think that Douglas Luiz going back to the Premier League would be better for him? Yeah, 100%. You know,
Hmm.
and I think for Tonali, he would come back to Italy. It would kind of be like that. He kind of gives me that like Pirlo, kind of destined to come back to Italy, sort of to have like that kind of like comeback story if you think about it. After his stint at Milan. So
Hmm.
it kind of reminds me of that. Same thing goes with Gattuso, right? Same, he's a similar player to Gattuso. So we'll see, man.
I mean, 100%, 100%. We'll see what happens, man. This summer is going to be huge for both of our clubs. And listen, there's other links as well. But
Huh.
I want to ask you, like, which players have recently been linked out of your club? Like, honestly, for you, that you're kind of looking at. Because if they're going for the Osimhen thing, then that means that Vlahovic doesn't look like
Yeah,
Conte.
no,
Conte comes in
he's
Vlahovic.
yeah. Vlahovic is actually gone. Like it's confirmed. He's going to be leaving at the end of the season.
They
So
confirmed it.
yeah, they confirmed it. It's done. He's leaving at the end
Oh,
of the
wow.
season, bro.
Have you
Yeah.
done a celebration stream yet on
Oh,
your
I
on your
listen
on Liga?
when the thing is the clubs that are going after him. It's Atletico Madrid and supposedly Newcastle. So,
Hey,
bro,
put it part of the deal, man. Hey, swag
uh huh,
deal, man.
That's what I'm
Two
saying.
Douglas
That's what I'm
Lewis,
saying.
Douglas Lewis, and
Vlahovic, there you go.
yeah,
I mean, hey,
yeah.
that would be not a bad deal if you think about it. If Isak is leaving, right? Because they're saying there's rumors about Isak leaving to somewhere. So I don't know, but we'll see. We'll
Yeah,
see.
Isaac has been linked to us. He's
Yeah,
linked to
right.
us.
To Barca, yeah,
Mhm.
exactly.
Yeah.
Juntuli also sacked. I'm not sure yet with Juntuli. So many rumors on him. There's like they're saying a 6%. They said first. Now it's 4%, and then the CEO comes out and says that Juntli's staying, and then other sources are saying that Juntli's staying. It's confirmed. This and that. Which I'm like I don't understand. Like you go from 6% to 4% to now saying that
Wait,
he's staying. You know what I'm
but
saying?
I think didn't you say this like when we did a show not too long ago where you said that the sporting director who left in isn't he
Wait, who? Marotta.
Marotta?
Yeah,
Yeah, Marotta.
Marotta. Yeah.
Yeah, could is it true that he might potentially return, or is that just rumors?
Uh, I don't think he would return to Juve. There's rumors, but I don't think that he will return. But the guy that
Mm.
could return is Agnelli. Is Agnelli,
Ooh, yeah, yeah.
which would be interesting,
Mm.
because so the CEO of Juventus, Francesco Calvo, he
Mm.
resigned. Now it's kind of funny because it's like actually a backstory between Agnelli and Calvo. Is actually Agnelli stole Calvo's wife or girlfriend at the time, so that's why they always hated each other, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I we're talking about football now. We're getting
I
into this,
know.
bro.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying with Agnelli. There's like a backstory, bro. This is what I'm saying. Juventus news is always funny, man. I'm telling you.
Oh, what
It's
is
a
going
comedy.
on?
It's a
How are
comedy,
we?
bro.
How are we going from talking about sporting directors and returning to now talking about wives killings and stuff like that? What the fuck is going on?
Supposedly that's the reason why Calvo could be
Yo,
leaving because Agnelli's return. That's what I'm saying. That's what all the media has been saying. That's why I'm like, there's no way that they actually reported that in the media. Like it's just insane to me that they would do that. And
bro, brother. This is it's only in Italy that you see these things. I swear to
I'm
God, man.
telling you exactly, bro. You always see those things in Italy, bro. It's
It's
so
only
funny
in
though.
Italy, bro.
It's
Oh
so funny,
my
bro.
goodness.
I'm telling you, bro, Omar. When I saw that news, I was laughing so hard because I was like, "There's no way that Agnelli took a guy's wife." I'm like, "What a G, bro!" I'm like, "Damn, bro." Oh my gosh! I'm telling you,
Oh,
man. When I heard that, bro, I was just like, "There's
wait,
no way."
Anieli was the one who did that. He stole the
Yeah,
guy's
he
wife.
stole the guy.
Nah, you know
That's
what?
why
Fuck Anieli, man.
that's why he left Calvo in the. That's why Calvo left in the first place.
You know
In
what, Anieli, man.
when he was first
You
time,
know,
bro.
you know what? Screw Anieli, man. There's something called the bros code, man. You don't break the bros code. You feel me, right? You don't break the bros code, man. You don't steal another man's wife, man. So yeah, yeah. I know I'm laughing, but listen, man,
This guy
that is a dick move, man. I would
crazy,
not
bro.
listen. I'm
That's
not
what I'm
gonna lie.
saying. That's
If
what.
I'm working, I don't care how good you are as a sporting director. You can fuck off. You think I'm gonna trust? You think I'm gonna trust you around me? Around me?
Yeah, bro.
Around my missus, bro? Hell no, man.
Hell nah, bro. That's
Hey,
what
man,
I'm
you got
saying,
a
bro.
track record, man. You got a track.
I'm like, bro. Agnelli did crazy, bro, with
Nah, that
with
is
that
that
stuff,
is
bro.
that is that is
I'm
so
like, no
wrong.
wonder why Calvo was leaving because he could be probably returning as like a as the CEO or president, whatever it's gonna be. We'll see. You know.
Oh, by the way, let's actually get into this, right? Because I saw, I haven't seen enough of this Savona kid that's been
Mm,
coming out recently at Juventus. Like, talk to me about this kid because I've been seeing him being linked out of the club. Like, is
yeah.
he one of like better youngsters that's coming out of Juventus these days?
Savona, beginning of the season, I think he did very well, but then I feel like that he had a couple of injuries, and he kind of fallen off, like how Cambiaso's. You know what I'm saying. He, like in the beginning of the season, Cambiaso was like the most talked guy. Especially in January. But then after a couple of injuries, he kind of fell off. That's why a lot of the Juventus fans are like, if it's the right price, sell him. But for Savona, I feel like that there's a little bit more to Savona that I think that we should
Mm.
keep him because we don't want to make the same mistake as we did with Hoisin. Now, do we?
Oh
Which, yeah,
wow,
which,
wow.
I hate that, and I hated it when I saw the Real Madrid news about Hoisin.
I
So
mean, you must be that's what I'm saying. Juventus fans must be looking at this poison. They're like, how the fuck did we end up with Lloyd Kelly, bro?
that's what I'm
When
saying, man. Oh my
we
God.
you don't understand, guys. I don't think I would be if Barca ever did that, brother. Let me tell you something. Yeah, do you have any idea how fuming I'll be getting watching my team having all my defenders get injured and then knowing that at the start of the season I had this guy in the payroll.
Yep. That's why my club is a bunch of frauds at the moment, bro. But for Lloyd Kelly, now I know people are saying that, but I think if Conte returns, he could turn Lloyd Kelly into a different player.
Hmm.
Which
Oh,
because
really?
the reason why I say that because I know Conte, man. Conte gets the best out of his team, out of his whole team. And like I said, if you've seen even with Napoli's backline, I'm like, what the heck? Juan Jesus for 5 games. I'm like, who is that guy? You know what I mean? Um, so listen, I wouldn't be. I mean, let's see what happens if Conte does return and makes him into a beast. I'll be like, damn, he's probably like one of the best coaches in the world. I mean, I still rate him, you know. But if
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
able to do
he's
that,
definitely.
especially if he's able to do that, like change a player from that was like so bad to now like probably like a crazy defender next season. I wouldn't be surprised, but we'll see. We'll see. I hope Juventus learned from the mistake that we did with Hoisin because that was just bad, man. That was just bad. That was
Yeah,
so
no,
bad.
that
Oh
was
my
stupid,
god.
man. That was
Oh
definitely
my
stupid.
god.
It says also, did you guys see what happened in UEFA this week? Infantino went to go to have a speech, and the UEFA board members, including Shefflin, walked out. It turned a fight with UEFA.
What's happening?
I haven't seen that. I'm gonna go. I'll watch it
Yeah.
later, guys. I'll go and watch it. I need to go take a look at that. That's crazy. That's crazy. Yo, that is
What what
insane.
what what did Infantino say? Did he say anything like bad?
No, I think no. Basically, I think he's basically saying that there might be some internal fighting because when
Mm.
they did when he was about to go out and do a speech, the whole of the UEFA board they all just walked
Oh, they
out
all walked
right
out.
before he was
Wow. Wow.
Jesus, yeah,
Oh,
yeah, yeah,
that's
yeah. That
bad.
is
That's
that is.
bad. Oh no, we can't have that. Oh my god.
I mean, bro, listen, man. UEFA, FIFA, whoever they are, man, they're all crooked, man. Every single
Yeah,
one of them,
man.
man.
They're all
Yeah,
frauds. But
yeah, for sure, for sure.
man.
But listen, last thing I actually want to get into. Let's actually
Mhm.
get into it now, right?
Yeah.
Because the race for Champions League is beginning to heat up. It's really heating up with 2 games to go. Usual, you guys are currently in fourth. You've got that fourth place right now, just sitting there, comfortable. You had a
I
big
know.
game this past weekend. A big, big, big game in the weekend. This past weekend. Away at Lazio, a team that is currently challenging right behind you in the table. And look, great job. Great job to Tudor and the team. Not losing, right? You guys did well. You brought it back, and you won, and you ended up drawing the game 1-1.
In the last
I
minute,
mean,
I was crying.
bro, that drama. That's what I was like. Those moments, right? You forget what really matters because in your head you're just like, you know what it is. I know where my club used to be to where they are now, but there are certain moments that you just have to celebrate, man. You feel me, right?
Yeah.
But here you are, 64 points, but you have the same amount of points as Lazio. I feel like maybe that why you were like literally you just celebrate like crazy because you just knew like if they won and they went to four, that would have been it. You guys would have probably
Yeah,
not gonna.
yeah, we would have. Yeah, I think if we would have won against Lazio, I think we would have been. It would have been, I think, an easier in terms of the confidence boost. Ahead of the last two games. I'm worried about. I'm worried about the last two games, man, against Venezia and Udinese. Udinese is going to be a hard team. For you,
That's the one this weekend. That's this one. That's this Sunday, right?
Yep. It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough. I know it's gonna be tough because I know Juventus, especially this season.
Mm.
We'll see if we could end up winning, especially because we're gonna have a lot of defenders out from suspension. Thuram is suspended, so we're kind of cooked. I'm not gonna lie. In terms of the midfield, we're cooked. But we're gonna need
I
everybody's A
mean,
game, man. It's gonna be bad. We'll
I
see.
mean, the good news is that it is a home game.
Yeah.
It is a home game. So, the advantage is on you. And listen, Venezia, I mean, where are Venezia in the table? They're not, they're currently fighting for relegation. So it's not like they're
Yeah.
doing well. However, they are still could get relegated in the next 2 days. So that
Mm-hmm.
game against you guys, they are fighting for survival on that
Yep.
day. So
That's what I'm saying. I
when you
can't. I
look at
can't have that.
your
I can't have that. That'd be bad.
yeah, and when you look at Lazio have to. I mean, Lazio playing Inter next.
Yeah,
So
that's gonna be.
I
We'll see.
mean, you hate Inter, but you undercover, low key, you need the help, man. You need the help, man. You're just like, hey, listen, man, I fucking hate you guys, man, but you guys, but just do this one, do this one favor
This
for me,
is
man.
yeah, man.
I am
That's it. Listen,
do this one favor for
if
me.
they draw, whatever, you know what I'm saying. I don't care. You know what I'm saying. Or even if they win and Napoli wins, I'm happy because Napoli still be ahead, which will make it even better.
So okay, so basically you want to Inter win, so Inter must, right? So Inter must
Yeah,
win.
Inter at least must win
Yeah,
or tie. At least
come
make
on, Inter.
Lazio
Yeah,
drop.
yeah. So you're gonna be like,
Uh,
come on. So you're gonna be like, oh, come on, Inter, huh? You're gonna come
Nah,
on,
nah,
Inter.
nah, nah. I'm not gonna go too far now, Omar. Don't worry about it. Nah, nah. I'll say, listen. I'll say, don't worry. I'll be like, Inter, don't worry. All right, just go and do something, because I need Juventus to get to the Champions League. I need Juventus to get to Champions League. So just
Yeah,
give us like that little
isn't it?
favor, even though
Yeah, yeah,
I hate
yeah,
you,
yeah, yeah.
but
Yeah, you're gonna Inter, man. You guys are challenging for the league. You kind of need to win all your games. Yeah,
hmm
go get this win, man. You need this win, man. So you
yeah, man.
must do, man. You must.
And I'm gonna be like, if they don't, I'm gonna be like, you frauds, you absolute donkeys. I'm telling you.
You donkeys, I fucking hate you all. You absolute frauds, man. I hope your club gets relegated.
Oh man, I
But
can't
look,
wait for that day. I can't wait for that day. Oh my gosh.
I mean, okay, so they play Inter and then they play Lecce at home on the final day. I think. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. So wait a minute. So you guys play Venezia who are challenging for relegation, and they are playing Lecce, who are challenging for relegation, who are literally 1 point behind them. So basically, what you're telling me is both teams, if one of those two teams wins, they're safe. So you need Lecce to do you a favor,
Yep.
and Lecce need you to do them a favor. So
Yep.
listen, man, handshake, like you got to have a handshake agreement. Like, listen, Lecce, all we need is a draw. We don't even need you guys to win. Just get anything. Get anything out of the game and let us deal with Venezia, bro. We will beat Venezia and you guys will be safe. You feel me, right?
Exactly. Oh, exactly.
I mean, but yeah, listen, it's heating up. It's heating up, man. It is absolutely heating up. Big up to every single one of you guys, man. The Sunderland about to come back to the Prem. I mean, yeah, it is what it is. It's Como. He says, Joe, talk about Como spending 100 million in the summer. I mean, Como have rich owners, don't they? They have a very rich. And look, they're currently where? Where are they in the table? They're 10th in the table, man. Fabregas has done a good job. And, you know, another manager that's done a good job is the Bologna manager. You know what's funny, right? Bologna lost their manager in the summer to Juventus. And they went on to, they're currently in Europe fighting for Conference League, right? I think they have Europa League now, right? Don't they?
Yep.
They have they have Europa League, guys, and they've just won their first trophy in how many years, bro?
51.
Like it's like it's as if the only downside is that Musabaro is not there, man. Fucking Musabaro, you should have been there, man. You should have won that trophy, man. Come on, but yeah, Bologna winning their first trophy in 51 years. It's as if maybe Thiago Motta wasn't as good as he was. Maybe Bologna were just too good, man. Maybe who knows, man? Because they're still doing well without him. They're
Yep.
still doing well without him. They've managed to win a trophy. They've actually, like, many people didn't think they would improve from last season, but let's be real. Even though they're not in the Champions League places, they've won a trophy. Like, that
Yeah,
is
it's
more
like
than
an
anyone could
improvement.
have asked for.
Yeah,
Exactly,
it's
man.
a
So
big
it is
improvement.
definitely, yeah, absolutely, man, absolutely. But okay, Joe, talk to me, man. This Sunday, the same time, right? Let me actually pull up all the games because
Oh
on
man.
that day, they said, on that Sunday, right? We have a lot of big games, but you guys are playing on that Sunday at home against Udinese at the same time as Inter is playing Lazio. So you will be sitting there watching both screens, right? You're telling me
Yep.
a scoreline. Scoreline: Juventus versus Udinese.
2-0. I think Juventus will win 2-0 for against Udinese.
Yo, big up
I'm
Reno,
hoping.
man.
I'm hoping. But I'm not confident going into it. I'm not confident. I'm just being positive. I'm not confident in going into this one against Udinese for some reason, because we're missing so many players. They're all suspended inside that. It's weird. But for Lazio and Inter, even though I hate those suckers, I hate them with a passion. Those bacalas on the other side. You know what? I'm gonna go with a 1-1 draw. 1-1 draw.
Okay. I mean, they're 12th in the table, man. Come on, man.
Yeah.
You gotta get it done, man. You
Yeah. I
must.
hope so.
You must.
I hope so, man. I need
So
that.
okay,
We gotta
so
get
bonus prediction. What are you saying? Inter versus Lazio. Who's winning?
Now, bold prediction: 1-1. 1-1 for me.
No,
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna. I was waiting for the two. I was waiting for you to say an Inter win.
No,
I said,
no,
come
no,
on,
no, no,
Inter,
no,
man.
no,
Come on,
no,
Inter,
no,
man.
no. Sorry, no.
What's
Listen.
Forza
No,
Inter,
no,
man.
no, 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 no. Okay. Listen, and Reno knows in the chat exactly. Grande Gio, you see. Listen. If Inter get a win, it is what it is. But if Napoli win, it's even better. Okay. But
So you wait. So you would take Inter winning if Napoli win as well.
yeah, because in my mind, I wouldn't really care as much as long as Lazio lose and Juve win, and we have to do our job. Though, if we don't do our job, you know what I'm saying? Then it's like okay. Uh, then it's like, okay, then Inter's like, you guys got to do something. At least get it like a tie. In my opinion, I say 1-1 or 2-2.
Mm. I
You
mean,
know,
to be fair, I'm sitting here talking about Lazio, but can I just remind you that Roma is literally a point behind both of you,
they lost. They have to play Milan,
bro?
which is going to be crazy. We'll
Bro,
see.
they're playing Milan at home, and Milan are shit. Okay,
Yeah, yeah, we'll see.
and then not to mention, Bologna are 2 points behind you, bro. Bologna might end up just sneaking into the Champions League if you all
If
fuck
we
up.
slip up, yeah, that's the thing, and that's what I'm worried about for Juve. We can't screw up. We need to win our next two
This is
games.
so basically you just need to do your job. You
Yeah,
need to win both of
literally.
your games, and then that's it.
Yep, exactly.
I mean, I
Mm,
mean, it sounds simple when you think about it that way. Forget about not in you've sorry, Lazio, forget about Roma, forget about Bologna, forget about all these clubs, bro. You need to do your job. You just need to win your next two games, and the four is yours. Right? And
exactly.
listen, that would be an amazing job from Tudor because he was just brought in to just steady the ship. And look, if he can get Champions League, it's incredible. And let's believe
Yep.
he's only lost one game. That Parma game is the only game that you lost. You
Yep.
understand what I'm saying?
Yep.
So you guys have to just do your thing, this Enrique. But yeah, man. Yeah, they're actually fifth in the table, but they're literally the same amount of points as Juve right now in the
Yeah.
table.
Yeah.
But yeah, but Gio, tell these
hmm
guys what is coming up on your channel, man. Juve Corner Cast, what is coming up?
Well, I mean, I have a new show. It's called Tuta Calcio. I have it with Reno. It's all Serie A based guys. We were doing it yesterday. Lee Gunner rated to my channel yesterday, which was insane.
Big up, big up,
It was
Leon.
such a crazy coincidence too. It's like I come
No,
back, you know what I'm saying, and then
yeah.
Lee is like, and Lee says, there's only 8 people watching. It's like, here, man, take it. And I was like, dang,
No,
thank
no,
you
no.
so much. I was like, big up, man.
Lee always helps. Lee always helps like the up and
Yeah,
coming
man.
content creator. He's one of those.
Yeah.
He's a real one. He's a real one.
Yeah, like I didn't expect that from him. You know what I'm saying, Omar? Like I didn't really expect that. It was
No,
just like,
trust me.
wow.
Lee gets a lot of flag. People always like talking shit about Lee, but I can tell you, bro, there's a few genuine people. I like from the people I've been lucky to meet a lot of like content creators, right? He's one of those guys. You can tell he enjoys seeing new content creators. He likes to give spotlight to like so many different, and it's not just like, oh, he's a Premier League or anything, bro. If he likes your content, whether you talk about La Liga, La Serie A, whatever league, bro, if you're someone who's passionate, you talk a lot of sense, he always wants to give you a platform.
Yeah.
He's one of
No,
those, man.
yeah,
He's a real one. He's
he's
rated
definitely
me.
a real one,
He's
bro.
rated me
Yeah, man.
100%.
And yeah, so more Tuta Couch shows. We're gonna try to make it weekly on Thursdays. We're gonna try to see if we could do that. So many banter
Yeah.
guys on it. It's gonna be fun. Of course, Juventus
So wait,
news.
so is it like a Serie A show? So it's like
Yeah,
like
so it's
Inter fans
basically
knocking.
We're gonna. That's why I'm trying to have like the concept, to have it on the channel. That's for that.
That's good. That's
And
good.
then after that, of course, Juventus news. We're gonna come out. The Osimhen, more details on that. What's going on with the Sandro Tonali, which we're gonna have an update with that. Is the Cambiasso and Savona deal, disappearing for City? We'll also look into that too. And then the big one, Conte, right? Conte, that's going to be the biggest, the news one for the channel. And then the biggest one I'm probably doing is going to be like this nice little rebuild video. It's going to be called "Time to Rebuild Juventus." So it's going to be the next big video. Like it'll be like a documentary video of how we could do it. So it'll be cool.
Hey, listen, man. Make sure you guys go and check out this channel. Link is in the description, guys. If you go check the description now, you'll find Juve Corner Cast, guys. Go subscribe to his channel, guys. Anything Juventus, Syria, anything with Syria, guys. Go and check his channel. Listen, it's gonna be intense, guys. I feel like his channel is gonna be very, very intense for the next few weeks, man.
Yeah.
Because right now, the top 4 days is heating up right now.
Yep.
So yeah,
Market
you
two.
guys need
Market
to.
two. It's going to be
Yeah,
insane.
make sure. That's what I'm saying, man. So you guys make sure you guys go subscribe to his channel and go and check out and go and support him because he's a huge supporter of the channel. He's always here every single Friday for Blaugrana Bianconeri show, guys. We will be back next week, guys. Don't worry, no more delays, guys. Hopefully, because always something new always comes up. Go enjoy what you guys think, guys. We have lives outside of YouTube, man. Sometimes, when life hits you hard, man,
Yeah,
what are
man.
you gonna do? But yeah, listen, big up to every single one of you guys who has been here, guys. Big up to every single one of you guys who were here in the previous show with me and Basa Boy, guys. I hope you guys have enjoyed the stream. This stream will be redirecting you guys to Sarcasm City TV, guys. He's my guy, Flawless. He's doing the Tottenham Chelsea show with I'm sorry, Jacob, Ahmed, and all those guys will probably be there. So go out there, put Omar BYT Raid in the comment section below. Make sure to let them know that I rated him, guys. Big up to every single one of you guys. Make sure you guys go subscribe, subscribe to the channel, guys. Subscribe to Juve Corner Cast. And until next week on another episode of the Bianconeri Blaugrana show, where we'll hopefully have a bigger panel, and we'll be here next week maybe. Big up to every single one of you guys. Peace. Take care.
Ciao, guys.
Ciao.